Just want to take a tour of the new Louisville Middle School. The school opened in August of 2021. Really excited. This was a very anticipated project, not just for Louisville, but for Forsyth County as well.
From the moment you walk in this building, you know that this is a special place. What they've done with design, what they've done with the little fine features that show that a lot of thought have gone into preparing this building for students to create an amazing learning environment.
We had a great, partner with Winston-Salem Forsyth County Schools, a great partner with the architectural firm McKissick and Associates.
We are tickled to death to finally see it come to completion. It was a very challenging site, and the way it came together very efficiently from a spatial standpoint, and how all the teaming areas and the student flows come together just as we'd hoped.
The layout is great to give each grade level its separation.
Kids have adapted well to the new school, and the way the school is laid out, it makes us easy to kind of direct sixth graders to where sixth graders need to be. Seventh grade being on the seventh grade floor, same thing, and then our eighth graders are on the top floor. So it's a very nice layout in terms of getting students acclimated to be at Louisville Middle, so it has worked well.
The 850 students, ultimately 1,150. The building is designed to be expanded from day one. We've driven around Forsyth County, and we do see these things called modular classrooms. They do tend to make an appearance, so this building is planned to be able to add 12 additional classrooms without impacting utilities, roads, or anything else in the future. And that's the thing, you can't make core spaces bigger. That was cafeterias, gyms, locker rooms, things of that nature. You can always build classrooms. And so we had to strike that balance in putting the building together to allow it to be able to support eventually over 1,100 students.
They're looking to add, a softball field and baseball field out there, so there's room to expand not only the learning facilities, but also for athletics and extracurriculars.
One of the things that we heard a lot about was parent flow in the mornings.
We have a lot of traffic problems and concerns throughout the county, but very much so in western Forsyth County.
And so that really drove the design as much as anything.
We've got a very long driveway coming in. The building sits well off of both Louisville-Vienna Road and Robin Hood Road.
I do drop off and pick up my child every day. It's definitely a more fluid design, and it's more beneficial to getting parents in and out without having a lot of cross-turning and short driveways that you see at a lot of the other schools here.
Let's make sure that we find a way to improve that with the parent experience in coming in here, and I think it's been achieved.
Where were you when 9/11 happened? Do you remember how you felt?
So the technology is one of the things that changes the most. So the technology that we put in schools just a few years ago is already outdated. And the way that we've got to sequence our activities and test different elements of the technology, changes. So we try to stay in tune with that.
This was designed from day one with high ventilation rates. As you look at the ceilings, you'll see all of these fans. Those are large volume, slow speed, which move the air through the space at a low use of energy. All of the lights you will see are LED, which uses about a third the light of what traditional schools have.
There are some places where you're going to the stairwells or you're going to other places, and you'll look out in the huge windows that present this amazing vista of this property and let all this natural light in. You go into the classrooms, the oversized windows that bring all that natural light inside. Yeah, this is a pretty uniquely designed school in that respect.
I feel like the teachers and the students have a lot of gratitude just to have such a beautiful building that's so clean and well kept. The excitement of the big fans and the pretty murals they've had painted, and just little details that I think have been really wonderful.
They did a great job designing and the use of color, so it's happy. It's just happy with all the bright colors in here.
There's a lot of color, there's a lot of splash. Some of the things were done as part of the design and the construction, and some of it was done as part of the administration from the school.
It was huge to get a brand new school out here, as a lot of the other middle schools have gotten kind of tight, and having the space for our community out here, and it pulls from several different neighborhoods. It's great. We're seeing a lot of people that are wanting to move out to this area. So with that happening, they have a great school to come to, and it's a draw, which brings in more things and more opportunity for our specific community.
You know, the thing that we are working on now is establishing the traditions of Louisville Middle School and how we want things to look in the future. You know, and that's definitely defined by our students and the relationship they have with the school. The other piece of it is the relationship they have with the community. It's been exciting to see our student council members establish what they see as things that are important to them, and then we build on that to establish the culture and community at Louisville.
So when we began talking with the school system about the school out here, we didn't want it to be just a place where kids would come to from 8 o'clock in the morning until 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then that was it. We wanted this to be an integral part of our community where the community could come together.
The library is not just for the students and teachers, but it's also for our community. You know, this is everyone's space.
We developed the building to have some community use. We have some in the media center, for instance. The community can use the media center. We have a door that you can access from the outside. And not only that, there's a restroom in the media center so that you don't have to go into the school if there's a function the community needs to do in the media center.
This is just one more great addition to that whole process.
School spirit, it's coming back because of the new school. So, yeah, definitely with the community and everything. So,
You know, this is a great addition to the community. I live here in Winston-Salem, Forsyth County. And you know, this area was, you know, in need of a great middle school, and you know, so many people, the community is just so happy with the end result, and it's nice to see when you live in the community and you get to, you know, with pride tell people that you worked on the project.
The original goal of the board was to produce something that broke the mold a little bit for Forsyth County, Winston-Salem, and was more 21st century leaning than's been done in the past. And I think we achieved that, and hopefully elements of this can be repeated in the future for the system, or something that can be learned from and used.
My motto has always been build a 50-year school. So if we can't do something out here that can't go 50 or more years, then we need to rethink what we're doing. But everything I feel like is capable of having that long-term, that longevity, and that 50 years from now, it won't be referred to as the new school, but it won't be referred to as the antiquated school either. It took a village. No one person built this building. It was a tremendous team effort, and it's not just, you know, architect, contractor, and owner. It's community. It's numerous staff throughout the school district, the city, the county. We would work together to meet that better end. So, great effort by the team to pull together and get this project completed.
The kids were excited to be here. Staff was excited to be here, and we still are. This is still new to us, and that new feeling is something that we want to have even next year, the year after that. So to keep that, I'll call it the piece of life, alive.
this definitely shows the transition from our traditional school buildings to the new modernized aspect that we're going for. So it's great to see that, you know, our tax dollars are at work.
It is a great feeling, and again, for our students too, to show them the value that our community places on their education.